Hello everyone and welcome to Season 1, Episode 3 of Surviving Solo. I have a few things I want to get done today, including a little bit of landscaping, some interior work, and to start a mine and some pathways around the block. So I want to get right started on that with the interior of this room right here. I'm thinking it's going to be like a furnace room slash workshop area, so I'm going to get right to it. I started bringing over all my materials from the other house, the fishing hut, and they're all right in here ready to go and be set up. And there you have it. We have the furnace room slash workshop completed. We got the stone cutter in there. We have the furnaces, smokers. I'm gonna get 2 more blast furnaces, maybe 4 more, I'm not sure. I got a little work table here and some barrels to store some stuff in. So I think it turned out pretty good. It could be better, but I think it's good for what I have resource-wise right now. Alright, I think the next step is to start dividing the floors. I'm going to grab some slabs and start putting in the staircases and floors where they're going to go. Alright guys, I have the floors all separated now. I just have to fill them up. And I still have to put in a couple staircases here and there, but other than that, it's basically done. Also, I'm bringing the fireplace all the way down through the floors, so I can have a fireplace on each floor. I think it's super cool because it actually lines up with the huge one upstairs, and then I'm gonna have like a nice big one down here. So yeah, we got the interior done. I'm actually gonna go to sleep right here. Well, the interior of that room done, and starting to come together. Alright, I think the next step is to choose a spot for the storage room, and I'm thinking it's gonna be here or upstairs in this room right here. But with the windows, I don't think I'll do that now that I'm looking at it again. So I'm thinking about putting it in this space right here, the storage room. Also, I have to get a staircase going upstairs. I had a design earlier, but I ended up changing my mind about it, so I have to figure that out, and I almost just fell all the way down to the first floor. Also too, I have to get some more stone for the fireplace, so I'm thinking instead of getting a start on the storage room, because I'm gonna end up needing more wood, I'm gonna get a start on the mine. I chose a spot in a previous episode, and I'm gonna get a start on digging, even though I do need a couple more pickaxes. So I'm gonna go make a couple more, get some torches, get some food, and get a start on the entrance of the mine. Alright, so I'm gonna grab this charcoal here that I made earlier in the series and make some torches. Then the next step is to get the food out of the smoker that I believe you've seen while I was explaining the things that I did for the floors, and head over to the mine. Alright, here's the mine entrance, and I forgot how much dirt there is here to clean out, so this I have to go make a couple more shovels, or you know what, instead of clearing all this dirt out, I'm thinking about just putting it right here instead and just doing a staircase up. So I'm gonna work on a mine entrance and be back with you guys when it is done and start digging down. Alright guys, as you can see, I started to carve out the mountain a little bit here, and I started the entrance. I plan on doing a building over top of the entrance of the mine, and a huge hole right here, and a little something that I planned up there as well that I'll show you guys soon. But I'm gonna jump right into another time lapse and start building the main structure for the entrance. Mine entrance slash gatehouse is laid out. Like all the projects I've done so far, it's lacking the final touches like landscaping detail and an interior. So the next plan for this spot is to build a crane right above my head on the mountain with it pulling up a load of stone and iron and coal from a hole that is going to be going right there. It's going to be in the basic shape of a circle, and it goes all the way down to negative 58. So yeah, the build is lacking detail, landscaping, and an interior, but I have some awesome plans for the spot that will be coming soon. I'm also digging a staircase down to negative 58 in that bottom section right there where the actual gate is. And that is why I always keep milk buckets on me. Alright, so I got a basic outline of the pathway done. Sorry, my frames are going to be dropping here with the snow. But I did clear the trees so you can actually see the mine from a distance. And wait a second, something's wrong. That doesn't look right. Oh. Alright, fatal mistake. I didn't finish the edge right there. So I'm gonna go do that, probably off camera, because with the snow my frames are dropping horrendously and it's probably a super laggy experience to watch. So I'm gonna fix that off camera and continue with what I was saying probably tomorrow in game so I can get rid of the snow. Alright, it's still snowing outside and I don't want to be unproductive, so I'm going to get a start on the storage room and I'll probably work through the design with you guys. So I'm thinking this room right here is going to be the perfect spot. One central window, not like upstairs, which has one on each of the 3 walls. So I'm going to get a start on the chest room. But first I gotta grab a crafting table. Alright, I want to be as efficient as possible, so I'm probably just going to line chests up just like this to try and use as much space as possible. So I'm going to turn all of these oak planks into chests right here and lay them down. All the oak wood is from the azalea trees that I cut down. Alright, a quick start to the storage room. It's definitely going to be more on the practical side other than the look good side, because there's really not much I can do with this space. If I wanted to make it look good, I'd probably have to cut my storage in half, if not a third of what it can hold. So I'm just going to do it that way and try and make it the best looking I can with the space I have to deal with. I'm going to go to bed and then show you guys what I have going outside with the trails. Alright, so the cobblestone represents the pathways. So I'm gonna get started and show you guys what I have so far. I don't have anything designed past this, or not designed, sketched out in my head or on paper yet for buildings and such, but the pathway is represented by this cobblestone like I said before. I think I did at least. It goes along the edge of the shore right here because I want to use as much as the land I can. So these little chunks here represent bridges as well, but I'll explain it to you when a bridge does show up. So like I said, the pathway comes through here along the shoreline with a bridge going over to the castle, library, armory area, or at least that I think that's where that stuff is going. It comes down along this way. I plan on doing all sorts of shops and houses through here, cutting down all these trees and doing custom ones, but I haven't got that far yet to mapping out yet. The path comes through here, and finally you can actually see this without having to pillar up on a tree. So the mine comes through here, obviously, and along this way the path goes. I have another bridge planned out to go across the water right there. Come along here, and I haven't marked it out, but I plan on doing like an archway here and a wall to kind of like block off like the fisherman's port side. So I have a bridge going right through there. Then the pathway would come along through here. I haven't marked it out yet. I don't know why I didn't. It would come along through here, or I might take out this chunk of land right here or do a tunnel through it. Actually, a tunnel through this would probably be the best option, and it would look the coolest as well. And I could do like a little shop inside the cave or something like that maybe. Pathway comes around here and to another archway wall, and this is where the church is going to be, and another bridge over here. So there's 3 bridges mapped out right now. There's going to be more, I'm sure, but I just have the 3 for right now. Now over here I've started to design it a little bit. This little cave, I plan on doing the bridge right here and having like a secret entrance over into this cave here, and this is where we're going to be doing the enchantment room. So I'm going to cover this all up completely with dirt and rock, and I'm going to completely decorate the inside of this. I'm not sure which theme yet. I would like to do like maybe like a lush green cave of with the enchanting room, but I'm not sure the theme yet. Maybe like, yeah, so I don't know. So yeah, I haven't mapped out a whole ton over here yet. I just know that the castle is going to be going there, and maybe like the armory going up here, but that's definitely for the future. So yeah, that's the basic layout of everything in my head so far. The mines are here, starter house is there, the fisherman's hut, which is technically the first house, is there. And yeah, the next building I have planned out is the library, which is going to be for next episode. Actually, next episode is going to be a pretty good one. It's going to include me building a library, a villager breeder, and the start of trading with villagers. Alright, so I'm going to head back inside to the chest room and start organizing. So I'm going to bring all those items from downstairs and start figuring out where they're going to be going up here. Alright, I got everything moved from the corner down here up into the chest room. It's going to be more full eventually, but right now I only have a little supply of things, so I'm not going to fill it up quite yet. Yeah, so I kind of have like the garden stuff over here and like the more building blocks and loot over here. And also too, I've ran the chimney all the way down and added a staircase on the top level. So now we can access up here without having to build up anymore, which is awesome. So yeah, the chest room is done, and I've also been working on a couple things that I didn't tell you guys before I jumped to a time lapse. So I have a new cow pen moved over here. I haven't built a gate yet, but it's got like a water trough and like a little spot. I'm gonna put some hay bales and stuff in there to decorate it. But this is just like the bare bones. This has to be landscaped, but it'll get done when everything gets landscaped. And also too, I moved the fields over here. I have one right here, and I have one right here as well. Right now, it just kind of looks out of place, but it's gonna have, like I said, a little landscaping when it all gets done. So I'm just gonna go do it in one swoop. It's gonna have like a kind of like a maybe some logs and some stairs holding it together and stuff like that, so it gives a little bit more detail. Now, I haven't moved the sugar cane over yet. I'm probably just gonna wait until I build the redstone one, to be honest, because I haven't really found a spot to put it, so it's probably not even worth it until I get the redstone one, because it won't be too long until I get that done as well. Alright, I just cut recording and I walked out of my house and I seen a wolf over there, so I'm gonna go try and tame it on camera right now. I think I put the bones in the mob chest. Only 3. Hopefully 3 will work. If not, that will be a very sad day. Alright, let's see if I can get a pet in 3 bones. Oh, please. The perfect amount, 3 bones. Now I have a pet. I can't believe it worked in 3 bones. That is super funny. Alright, I'm gonna make him come inside here, because I don't want him wandering around out here. Probably just plop him in a corner for right now until I can build him a doghouse or something along those lines. Come on, bud. Also too, we're gonna have to name him as well. Hey, come on. Alright, he's sat on my bed. He just kind of teleported over to my bed really strangely. I have no idea why he did that, but I'm just gonna kind of push him to the end of the bed right here. So, yeah, now he's home and comfy, safe and sound. Alright, there is 2 small things that I want to do before calling it quits, and that is putting a fence gate down on the cow farm, and there's something that I noticed in editing last episode that I failed to do with this build. It was a mistake that kind of triggered my OCD. Well, I don't actually have OCD, but it was a small construction oversight that I missed while building the house, and I want to go take care of that. Some of you might have noticed it. It's on the roof. I'm missing a fence post on one of the, like, I don't even know what you'd call them, to be honest. The cow pen is completed construction-wise. Now it just needs to be landscaped. I'll probably leave the chicken and sheep pen over there for now until I can get something else figured out for those guys. Now, the part that I've been waiting to do since last episode, well, during editing, and that is a mistake that I made right there. As you can see, there's a stone wall right there that does not have a fence post on top of it. It might be better at this angle without the fireplace in the way. Yep, right there. I don't know how I missed it, but I'm gonna take care of that right now so it's not bugging me anymore. And also too, if it's not bugging any of you guys that have noticed. Alright, successfully built over and getting the fence placed on top of the wall. Take this down and head back down and figure out something else to do. Okay, there is two things that I wanted to do before ending the episode, and that is figuring out where the library is going and figuring out where the villager breeder is going. So I'm thinking about putting the library over here, but I don't want it to be in the way of the castle eventually, but I'm not sure a good spot to do it. So I'm going to pull her up right here, max out my render distance, and try and find the best spot to put the library for next episode. Alright, so I've done a little bit of looking around, and I'm going to put the church there, like I said in a previous episode, and I'm thinking about putting the library directly across from the church on the other side of the river, have the bridge connect the two sides there, like I said earlier while mapping out the paths, and have the library right there because it won't interfere with the castle views at all, and it shouldn't interfere with the armory / barracks either, and it will leave all this space open for smaller houses and shops and things of that nature. Okay, so I got down from my tower, even though actually I should leave that right there so I can signify the gate that's going to go there. So I'm going to mark out with this block right here on where the library is going. It's not going this close to shore, it's going to be plot back a little bit further. So I'm going to work on a design and creative, figure that out for next episode, and go from there. Also too, I'm going to check on these cows real quick before signing off. Alright, it looks like they're starting to overflow, so I'll be right back after nature takes its toll. Now that the number of cows has mysteriously dwindled, I think it's time to move them over to the starter base cow pen. Alright, so I'm going to open up the gate and get the wheat. Hopefully this goes smoother than the other cow trip with the zombie creeper fight. Alright. Come on. There you go. Kind of slipping and sliding on the ice. So I'm going to get him over to that cow pen and be right back. Lost 2 already. I'm getting flashbacks. Alright, we got the cows over here now. Open up the gates, and they're in their new home. Other than losing the 2 right off the beginning, that's a bad design flaw. I'm gonna have to move the fence out like this. I'm glad I've seen that now because they're trying to escape already. Alright, got that figured out. They're still trying to jump out, but they can't, so it's just going to be a little bit of an irritating thing to see. But yeah, the cows are moved over and they're safe and sound. Also too, I've been making hay bales with the spare wheat just to kind of fill up this spot right here, right next to the cow pen, because I think it's kind of a cool aesthetic and fitting. They're still trying to jump out. I think it's because it's a 1 block space. I'll maybe move the trough into there or something, but I'm not gonna worry about it right now. I'm gonna call it quits for this episode. This definitely wasn't my smoothest recording or my most entertaining recording. As you can tell, I was a bit unproductive other than the mine entrance, but I was a little bit scatterbrained and tired after spring break. I'm also sorry that this video is coming out a week late. That is because I was hours away from my computer, so I couldn't record. Episode 4 should be out on time and is going to be a good one. I have the library planned, plus a villager breeder planned as well. And if everything goes to plan, I should have a full diamond setup by the next episode as well. And I'll show you my process of how I'm going to get that gear in the next one. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to stick around my channel for more videos to come. And until next time, stay safe and have a good one.